Hello YouTube, Shadow King Nazu, and I'm here with my review of Dragon Ball Daima episode 18. So, where we last ended off, was fighting Goma alongside Vegeta, Piccolo, Glorio, Supreme Kai, and Tamagami 1, and they weren't doing so hot against Goma because Goma has the evil third eye. But Goku decided that he can't hold back anymore, and he goes Super Saiyan 3. And at first, it seems to be doing rather well. He's landing clean hits against Goma, and even making those funny faces. One case being very reminiscent to when Goku, when he first went Super Saiyan, punching Frieza in the stomach. You know the moment. Um, that the same thing happens to Goma, and uh, Majin Ku decides to give Majin Du a cookie because he knows that he's the stronger of the two of them, and he remembers that when Majin Du eats chocolate, he gets more powerful. So he gets a chocolate chip cookie, he eats it, and then he starts to see how Goku powered up to Super Saiyan 3 and decides to emulate that. Even copy using his slime like Majin body to copy Goku's Super Saiyan 3 hairstyle. Now, I don't think Majin Du is as strong as Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I still don't think he's as strong as Majin Buu was at his peak, but he's probably somewhere around that ballpark with near Goku's level. And so Majin Du helps Goku, and it seems to be doing quite well so far. And then some of the others start to help too. But Goma then gets an additional power up from the third eye, and he starts shooting a powerful laser at everyone. Uh, but and it harms the Goku and his allies. Goku uh, is struggling to stand up and face Goma, but he gets pummeled and even stepped on by Goma. And Goma is about to do the giant ki blast that's supposed to finish off. Like similar to like Frieza's Death Ball uh, or Kid Boo's Planet Buster. The typical stuff. And then this is where the big game changer happened. Neva approaches Goku, uses his magic uh, to alter Goku's DNA, and he turns into Super Saiyan 4. Yes, you heard me correctly. Goku turns Super Saiyan 4 in Dragon Ball Daima, which means that Super Saiyan 4 is now canon. Kind of. It uh the form looks very reminiscent to the original design of Super Saiyan 4 from the non-canon Dragon Ball GT. However, there are also some differences. His hair is red or magenta, very reminiscent to how it was for Super Saiyan God Goku or uh, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And his red fur doesn't go as far as it did on his wrist as it did with the original Super Saiyan 4. And unlike Super Saiyan 4 and GT, it doesn't turn him back into an adult. Now, I've heard some people like Classic Man D say that they're kind of upset because they thought that this was how Super Saiyan God should have looked like in Dragon Ball Z Battle Gods, and I just gotta say, really, you just wanted a recolored version of Super Saiyan 4 for a new form, Super Saiyan God. I gotta admit that's hypocritically lazy. But going back to back to Super Saiyan 4 being this. Now, I initially didn't believe that they were going to put Super Saiyan 4 in this, mainly because I thought they would want to. I thought that would be too big a power up for Daima. Um, I I I'm still I obviously knew that Super Saiyan 4 wasn't going to be more powerful than Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and definitely not on the realm of Ultra Instinct. And it's still not. Uh, so canonically speaking, it is weaker than the God forms and Ultra Instinct. But I thought that they were going to use this time to either have Super Saiyan 3 get a major win and put some respect on the name, or rely on the fusion bugs. But no, they canonized Super Saiyan 4. So I'm man enough to admit that I was wrong. Um, as for the design, I mean, it's alright. I still don't understand why the shirt disappears. Maybe it's because it's magic. I guess that's a better explanation. I mean, it makes more. I guess that would make more sense than why it inexplicably disappears in GT for no justifiable reason. But anyway, Goku starts fighting Goma in Super Saiyan 4, and for the most part, he's dominating Goma. Uh, and much like how Ultra Instinct changes Goku's way of fighting to be more precise and more graceful, and because he's trusting his body to fight for him instead of relying on his mind and calculated tactics to fight. Uh, Super Saiyan 4 changes Goku's way of fighting style, where it's not as graceful and precise as Ultra Instinct. It's more animalistic and primal. So this is very well harkening back to the inspiration for Goku, which is Sun Wukong from Journey to the West. So yes, if you don't know, Dragon Ball was heavily inspired by Journey to the West, which is an ancient Chinese story. You can watch Overly Sarcastic's Productions playlist on the matter. She's covered a pretty much a good chunk of the story, and she makes a new video of it every year. So there's a news plug-in. Uh, After that, Glorio and Piccolo decide to assist Goku because they probably suspect that even with Super Saiyan 4, it's not going to be enough to defeat Goma. Uh, and I believe Vegeta was about to go in and help, but he's still too damaged from the fight, which also explains why he didn't go Super Saiyan 3 too. Uh, Glorio starts to charge up his lightning magic, and Piccolo starts to charge up the Macaco Sempo, or as you know in the English dub, the Special Beam Cannon, and it charges with and it beam clashes with Goma's attack, and Goma's attack wins. And meanwhile, Goku is charging up his Kamehameha, and Goma manages to intercept him and land a punch. Goku, did you forget you can teleport while charging your Kamehameha? You've done that against Cell, and you've done that against Topo. Or in this case, you will do that against Topo because that takes place in the future in this timeline. So maybe consider doing that next time. So Goma managed to land a couple more hits against Goku, but there's still not enough to keep Goku from charging his Kamehameha, and he actually lands the hit against Goma. And this it's not the Kamehameha times 10, where it's like a red Kamehameha that we saw at GT. It's still blue, but it also has a mix of fire in it. it kind of reminds me of the Kamehameha Rebirth that Super Saiyan God does, which we haven't seen since I think Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z. When Goku fires the Kamehameha Rebirth, instead of looking the traditional blue, it's a fiery red Kamehameha. I kind of miss that and wish that was in the anime and the other official material. Uh, but anyway, Goku assumes that Goma is defeated, but the evil Third Eye manages to power up Goma again and make him even bigger. So right now, if I would assume that when Goma first started off, he was about the size of Orange Piccolo, and right now he's the same size as probably like Cell Max, if you want to make a comparison. And Goma is able to use his magic to take Goku from Super Saiyan 4 back into base. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who are wondering, well, if Goku has Super Saiyan 4 at this point, why didn't he use that against Beerus or any other enemy in Dragon Ball Super? And I would have to assume that the key to using Super Saiyan 4 in canon is magic, because Neva unlocked it through magic. So it would have to be some kind of demonic magic that needs to be involved to unlock Super Saiyan 4. And I suppose he never went back to get Super Saiyan 4 in the Demon Realm because it's inconvenient to go to the Demon Realm because you have to get Warp's permission. Plus, Super Saiyan 4 would be rendered irrelevant because of the God forms and Ultra Instinct. But yeah, and while this is happening, Glorio receives a call from Rinsu, and she tells him to bring the Dragon Ball so they can make a wish. Glorio does so, and Rinsu tells Glorio to have the dragon make her the supreme demon queen with the most powerful magic. And she says, in return, I'll defeat King Goma. And Glorio's conflicted about this. He's remembering his time with Goku and the others. And Rinsu says to hurry up and to summon the dragon. We went through all this effort. Don't let it be for nothing. I even had to learn Namekian. Interesting. Interesting, Rinsu. You had him learn Namekian. In that case, why did you take the time to learn Namekian? Just in case Glorio decided to betray you? Because if so, that's very short-sighted of you. You're supposed to be a genius. But Glorio does summon the dragon. It was in the Namekian language, as Neva explained. And it turns out that the Demon Realm dragon looks like a mix between GT's Red Shenron and Purunga. Mostly the Purunga, just with the red dragon color scheme. And Demon Purunga asks what Gloria's wish is, and Goma, not wanting Rinsu to get her wish, decides to attack Demon Purunga, but Demon Purunga blocks the attack with his fingers and then flicks Goma away, like the insignificant insect he is. You gotta admit that's funny. So, I don't think that Demon Purunga is as strong as Super Shenron, but he's definitely powerful. Which is interesting because Shenron, despite all the many wishes he can grant, was able to be killed by Demon King Piccolo, who is like late, early Dragon Ball, which is nothing in comparison to where we are in the power scaling right now in Daima. Uh, then again, Zamasu and Goku Black managed to destroy the Super Dragon Balls. Now, granted, they destroyed the Super Dragon Balls, not Super Shenron himself. So I don't know how their power compares to Super Shenron, but they probably can't kill him. But anyway, I digress. Uh, Glorio then starts to make the wish in the Mechian language, and that's where the episode ends off. And we are going to assume that Glorio did the right thing and wished for Goku and the others to be turned back into adults, so they'll have a better chance of defeating Goma. All in all, despite me not initially wanting Super Saiyan 4 because I don't like GT and I thought that it would be troublesome for the power scaling, I did enjoy this episode. The animation was very well done. The evil eye really does live up to its reputation of being the most powerful artifact in the demon realm and arguably in the Dragon Ball verse. I honestly think that I actually feel like I underestimated it based on last episode. Um, what I was saying, if Deborah had the Majin amp from Babidi and the third evil eye, be he would be well past Ultimate Gohan. It would take someone like Buhan or Vegito to defeat him. Now I'm thinking he would be above Buhan, and it would take at the very least Super Saiyan 2 Vegito or Super Saiyan 3 Vegito to defeat a hypothetical Deborah that has the Majin Amp and the third evil eye, just based on the fact that Goma is not a fighter, but he relies more on his magic. But Deborah, who was already, even before getting the Majin Amp, was already more powerful than Goma and was actually a fighter. So he would have been a lot more powerful and more dangerous with it. Uh, I really like the animation, like I said before. I did like the implementation of Super Saiyan 4 being having its own unique fighting style, a very monkey-like, and harkening back to Journey to the West, which makes it stand out more. I also the key to unlocking Super Saiyan 4 is through magic. Now, is there a chance we might see Super Saiyan 4 in Dragon Ball Super? Uh, Probably, and I would be interested in that as long as it was a Toriyama story and not solely done by Toyotaro, because I don't acknowledge Toyotaro's Dragon Ball Super manga as I've said multiple times. I don't think it's well written, and I just decided to regard it as apocrypha. But you guys tell me what you thought in the comment section down. What you thought about this episode? Did you like how they introduced Super Saiyan 4? Or do you think they should have done things different? What do you thought about the fight, and what do you think about the third evil eye and all that? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll catch you mortals later.